You're a little snake baby chilling in your mama, just waiting to be born. Then squish! Slowly, light comes in through a hole as your mom pushes you out onto the ground. You simply slide out since your species just gives birth to live babies instead of laying eggs. Not knowing what's going on, your mom just says sss and fucks off into the jungle, not caring if you live or die, which is very common for snakes to do. Damn, someone's not getting flowers for Mother's Day, you think to yourself. But you keep slipping and sliding along, cause you know, you're just a baby snake right now. But you're not just any snake, you're a Titan Noboa, and life is about to be pretty tough for you. Despite being able to grow to 15 meters long, life isn't great because it's hot and hella humid. The weather is mainly due to its time period known as the Paleocene. This was about 60 million years before the person watching this was ever born. As a Titan Noboa, you're born in what's now Colombia, deep in a swampy jungle. The trees are tall, the swamp is wet, and it seems like everything is out to hurt you. The animals are massive compared to what we see now. Everything back then was huge due to higher levels of oxygen in the air. And here you are, just born, and the odds of survival are pretty slim since you're by yourself. But you're a pretty big newborn, around 3 to 5 feet long already. And you're like, hey, I'm practically fully grown. But then you remember your mom, who is about 50 feet long and as heavy as a car, around 2,500 pounds to be exact, and realize, I'm just getting started. And also, your friends will never let you hear the end of yo mama so fat jokes. But if they do that, you'll just eat them, cause you literally eat everything, even other Titan Noboas. You're about to be the apex predator of the jungle. You slither through the jungle and swamps, leaving a trail in the mud like a massive noodle, looking for something to eat. You try out small stuff at first, while you're only a few feet long, like frogs, birds, maybe even a rat or two. But quickly, you grow and think that a better meal would be something big. You're swimming around in the water, using your wide body to stay afloat, which is when you see a tortoise, the size of a trash can lid, just hanging out, munching on some leaves. And like any good predator, you slide into those DMs. You say as you slither up next to him. The tortoise looks at you like, bro, I'm just trying to sunbathe. Get off my lawn. And you're like, sorry buddy, as you wrap your body around him. But the tortoise thinks it's safe in his shell when, crush, he's smashed flat in his own shell. You loosen your grip around him and you put your mouth up to him. Open up your jaws nice and wide and slide his body in. Titan Noboas can open their mouths up to 6 freaking feet wide and would swallow most grown adults whole. So by doing this, you slide that tortoise in and you eat his squished remains slowly. Constrictors typically like to take large amounts of meat down their throat very slowly. Hey yo, get your mind out of the gutter. Anyways, as a Titan Noboa, life seems pretty good. You've got no predators, only prey. I mean, who could down a 15-meter long noodle? Maybe some girls in the comments of Twitter posts. If you know, you know. You're growing fast, stretching out like a big scaly limo. You aren't satisfied by tortoises and rats anymore. Time for something much bigger. Soon, you're tackling some prehistoric crocodile. His jaws might be able to snap logs. But you're like, try me. You coil around it, squeezing like it's an oversized stress ball. Until, crunch, you snap his back in half like a toothpick. Another filling meal. And now you've grown to the biggest, baddest dude in the swamp. You've hit a solid 40 to 50 feet in length. That's the length of a whole ass tractor trailer. But now, since you're feeling quite good and successful about yourself, you get on Snake Tinder and start looking for a mate. Time to rizz up some snake yachts!